Okay, tell us, pull.
Yeah.
Yeah, pull, tell us.
Nice.
That's it. Pull more, tell us.
Bam!
In this vlog series, I am transforming an old 3-storey house into an eco home while living in my van conversion.
So today our aim is to build some really quite big stairs down from this barn level down to the ground floor, which means we will access the ground floor easily without having to go through the house or all the way around like the square and back in the front gate. So what we've got is we've got these beams which came out of the roof. They're about 6.5 meters long. We probably don't need them to be that long on a basic measurement, and our idea is to basically connect them into this corner somehow and then build a flight of steps down. So big beams, they're really strong, but to begin with, probably going to have to cut off these ends of these beams to give us like a place that we can fix them through using some really big screws, and once they're in place and kind of cut down to size, we should be good. So, because these are like, the ends are in the right place almost, so the idea is just to like have one person pulling that way, another on that side, so that we can basically maneuver the end over that side, and then we just like bump it across the wall to the other side where we want it to end up. It's not too bad to get started. So you probably want to be kind of like by the back of a table. I might help. Who do I help? Maybe Ez. Okay. So. Okay, tell us, pull.
Yeah.
Yeah, pull, tell us.
Nice.
That's it. Pull more, tell us.
Bam! Nice one.
That worked perfectly.
Let's do it by level.
Now we can just like, we'll cut the end off this. That's quite a good gradient, isn't it? So we'll slide that. Now obviously when we bring it back down, there's like a high risk of dropping it.
Yeah, that's right.
So we'll prepare it with the screws. So we drop it in and the screws go straight in. Very gently, we want to bump it down till we get it on this edge, and then just put your foot on it, on the back, and just hold it and try and get a screw in. If it does go, probably run backwards. Right, gently. Okay, this is super fine now. It's gently lift, very gently. Whoa. Yeah, we are. Okay, now it's sat. Bloody amazing, this tool. Okay, alright. One more beam.
Have it hard and I'll stop it from sliding too far. Get it? Nice. I won't let it fall on you. This is the tricky bit. Nice. Stop landing.
So this is how we've been going up and down the barn without going through the house every single time. Which isn't really ideal. Alright, spicy bit again. Okay, whoa, right.
Nice. It is 69.
Fuck around with the steps and make them level as well.
What's the plan for the steps?
What we're doing, it's pretty rustic. We're basically cutting the foot tread and then cutting just a wedge of wood, and then the wedge of wood we're screwing in here like so, getting it kind of like sort of level and sort of equally spaced because the beams are a little bit off and they sort of twist a little over their length. Bang into big screws, little screw in the back, and then screw on the foot tread. So it's pretty rustic, but I think it's pretty strong. And now, like before, these felt like they vibrated a bit, and it's becoming much more solid as it's kind of all like meshed together. I think we'll call it for today.
Tiger, тик! Yeah, Tiger! Тихо, мальчик! Эй, Tiger! Yay! Tiger, тик!
Yeah? Tiger Days on hammocks are 4. So this is the start of the comeback. Haven't really climbed for like a year and a half. I've had like a couple of days. I did like a 6C, made like an absolute mission of it, and then the 7A Plus. So today should be 7B, shouldn't it? But anyway, we just basically, now the idea is just to get a little mileage, but not push the fingers too much because I haven't like crimped really. I'm doing a lot of building work with my hands, but I haven't crimped and things, so I don't want to like get an injury at the start of the comeback. So me and Steph are just going to do a bit of mileage today and get a prod for Steph maybe.
How's the road stuff?
It was good. The start is like a bit spider webby, but I think it's because it's not in the main guidebook. But the rest of it is good. Positive hold kind of thing rather than like
So we've had the barn mostly running basically off a solar panel, but over the winter, you know, something broke with the I mean, it's really cheap. solar charge controller. They're total rubbish basically, but then the batteries have died, and I think probably because they had already died before, they've pretty much kind of finished their days. And then the guys, some guy approached me on Instagram, and they approached for a company called Power Oak, and Power Oak make these sort of portable battery things. So they basically sent me some. So the idea is just to have a look at this unit. It's a lithium-ion unit. It's basically 45 amp hours, but lithium, so you can use it all. So it's the equivalent of like 90 amp hour lead-acid battery or AGM battery. They should also send some solar panels. So just basically open this up and have a look. The interesting thing about something like this is if you're doing like a non-permanent off-grid sort of thing, or you're going on like a short trip and you've converted a small van, then I think these would be quite useful, because then you can have a solar power array and you can have a power bank which will also power all your stuff without extra inverters. So maybe it's like an interesting way to simply do van life out of a non kind of van vehicle, if that makes sense. So I'm kind of curious just to try it and test it and see how it looks. As you can see, it's pretty compact. It's kind of weighty, and as you can see, you can basically plug in a lot of USB stuff. You can choose your probably output through power, and then you can plug in your 240 or standard 12 volt output. So that's kind of interesting. I find it interesting anyway. And this here should be some solar panels. Again, when you have your solar panels in a smaller array and it's like a portable thing, then potentially you could convert your car or small van to a camper, and rather than have it all wired up and have a big battery and a fixed solar panel, you can pretty much just have it as a portable off-grid solution. I'm going to provide all the links obviously for this below. It's quite nice.
It is, it's really nice.
It's got these little Velcro stands at the back, so you can pretty much, I guess, set it up where you wanted, but a car, whatever. So with the box comes a whole bunch of doodads. This is probably to charge it from your mains, so you could charge it at home, go on your weekend or long trip, and you have power the whole way. USB to USB charger, cigarette lighter charger, so you can charge it from like probably I could charge this from my van. You could take this out somewhere, and these are adapters to connect your solar panels, which we can just leave this on the actual solar panel, so we can just have a look, see how it charges. Standard MC4 connectors. Okay, and it's charging. And the other thing I think we can do, we can just connect these straight into the solar panel we have on the roof, and then run our other cables off this one into the other things we're running, so we didn't have to have these permanently up. I've already got a solar panel on the roof which this can connect straight into because it's the same MC4 connectors. This little lithium ion box is pretty much the same as one of these big batteries in terms of actually what you get out of it, despite it being about half the size. But I didn't have some MC4 connectors, but this thing is wiring from like a cigarette lighter, so I can use a cigarette lighter to go out to my 12 volt appliances I've got here, and then I can use this bit, I can wire this in straight into the solar panels, and that should work alright. Slightly jerry-rigged. Sorry Power Oak guys for already butchering your product. We'll find out whether the solar panel which is on the roof functions shortly, because I can just plug it straight into this. Yeah, I think the solar panel is dead. Lunka. Yeah, so it looks like that solar panel's not happy at all. But that's fine, because we've got the solar panels that they gave us, and we can rig them up in a way. It's kind of a shame though, because they're really great as portable solar panels, but we're just going to use them instead. But anyway, for now I can wire up the rest of the 12 volt stuff which is running in the barn, and also runs the lights in the dirtbag shower, so we can get those finally rigged up again, because they've been out of action. We've just been using torches in it for, I don't know, the last like 4 or 5 months. Let's see if they turn on. Yeah. So that means, you know, the barn's rigged up with a 12 volt system, all running off this box. It's probably the only really thing you need to do is just find a way to put up those solar panels, and I can kind of take these old batteries to the dump. It's crazy though to replace these huge, super heavy batteries with this tiny little thing. I mean, the thing is with, I think, lithium ion, the price is coming down, they're getting to be much more reasonable, and especially something like this, it's kind of cool, especially for the occasional use sort of, or semi-use fan conversion, because it basically has everything within it. So you've kind of got the inverter, you choose if it's AC or DC, and it kind of like replaces a whole lot. So I don't know, I think it's quite a cool product. It'll be interesting just to see how it works and just plug it in. Oh, it's also, I noticed, it's got this light on the back, which obviously is a bright sunny day, but I think that's probably quite a bright light.
Nice. Really cool. Much better than my idea was whip. More light in the barn. Yay.
What do you have to do with your basket?
I just emptied the leftovers of mushrooms because apparently it's really good for the garden. And now I'm actually going to the market.
Haven't
just to
bought
buy
us
some.
a broccoli.
Oh, this one. That's really nice.
Thanks to the guys at Power Oak for sending that over. It'll be interesting just to see how it works with all the things we run off it. And I'm sure in like a later episode we'll just kind of go over it again. But I do think for probably camping cars, I think this would be quite a cool product. All the links for it, description. So now the house is finished, we're going to leave the house and go on a van trip.